sharp-eyed grin. Every booth got a rating in. Model builder with glue on my sleeve, painting tiny worlds you wouldn't believe. Brush in hand, make the details sing. Tiny scars on a tiny king. Late night edit, clip by clip. One more upload, then I let it rip. All around nerd, that's me. Cards in pixel, stage and screen. Mask on tight, then I step out clean. You already know what I mean. Sparta Green Ranger, Sparta Green Ranger. I'm the one you know. Sparta Green Ranger, Sparta Green Ranger. Turn that down to gold. I'm the one you know. Sparta Green Ranger. From the table to the con floor, from the camera to the screen door. Hands busy, heart still loud. I was built to stand out in the crowd. Sparta Green Ranger, Sparta Green Ranger, I'm the one you know. Sparta Green Ranger, Sparta Green Ranger, I'm the one you know. Sparta Green Ranger, Sparta Green Ranger, turn that down to gold. I'm the one you know. Sparta Green Ranger. Sparta Green Ranger on the shelf, toy collector, top of the wealth. Game player, controller in hand. One more run, yeah, I got the plan. Streamer up, shot on fire, sneak a late win, take it higher. Magic cards spread on the desk. Tap one land, then I do the rest. All around nerd, that's me. Cosplay fit from the old machine. Pick a side, then I switch the scene. You already know what I mean. Sparta Green Ranger, Sparta Green Ranger, I'm the one you know. Sparta Green Ranger, Sparta Green Ranger, turn that down to gold. I'm the one you know. Sparta Green Ranger. Con reviewer with a sharp-eyed grin. Every booth got a rating in.
Hey there guys, welcome back to the channel. It is another Sparta Green Ranger Reviews live stream, and I have a huge comparison live for you guys this evening. This is one that I've wanted to do for a while, and now I have everything in so we can actually do this on live. Now, as Power Ranger collectors, we all know that there are some things that get very expensive as time goes on. Things get harder to come by, or they were never released in our area, or they were released in other areas and just not our area. And we want to be able to pick these things up, but not spend a huge amount. Well, in that comes third parties, or knockoffs, as we also like to call them. Well, one of the big things we like about knockoffs is a price. Sometimes, however, though, those prices don't verify their purchase. If you look at some of the knockoffs that have been out before, like the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger knockoffs that use like the Galaxy Beasts or whatever they call them, it's very cheap plastic and it just doesn't verify its price. Same goes with a lot of the Wild Force knockoffs or even the Jungle Fury knockoffs. Well, here's one that I think might actually hit the mark. And no, it's not the ZL01. That's going to be a full YouTube video, and we will be doing that very soon, I promise. Today we are talking about the Catastros, and also known in Japan as the Wolfkaiser. Okay, so this uses Korag and Catastros. Now, this right here comes from a third-party site, and it costs only $43. That's right, $43 is the price tag for this figure, and it looks very good just sitting there in the packaging. But we need something to compare that to, so we have the Japanese release from Maho Sentai Magi Ranger is what I believe the full Japanese title is. This is the original Wolfkaiser. It is 100% complete in the box. So let me bring this back up to us talking. So what's the prices, right? That's what we're talking about again, is the pricing. When it comes to the Wolfkaiser here, it's not cheap. I was lucky to pick mine up a long time ago and have it sitting on a shelf, and it costs now in box complete over $300. That's right, you heard me, $300 compared to, if you look at my screen here, $43 like I just said earlier. Now it does take a while to get here, and it's shipping from overseas, but I did not have any duties or anything like that. So first things first, we're going to set this off to the side, and we're going to pull out this Magic Ranger, and we're going to take a look at it. So the blister packaging is just a standard shaped blister package, kind of like you get on an old 90s toy, and mine came folded over like this. I really wish it wouldn't have been, but you know, when things are shipped from overseas, you can't guarantee what you're getting and how you're going to get it. So there's nothing else to do it but to do it. Is that how you say that? To do it but to do it? I don't know. So we're going to take this off the blister, and we'll set this one to the side. And you can see where they actually do some rip-offs. Like, it's a very widened Magi Ranger symbol. I can't do English tonight, apparently. And then you have, like, Saint Kaiser over here and Wolfkaiser over here on the left. After collect all of them, you can morph different combination. Definitely some broken English. Has instructions on the back for both Saint Phoenix. Actually, I think it's just the Saint Phoenix instructions on the back. But they do change 100%. And I do also have the Saint Kaiser knockoff to compare to my Saint Kaiser, because my Saint Kaiser actually didn't come with the head when I bought my original Saint Kaiser. I got it for a steal of a deal on eBay and didn't realize I was missing the horse head. So already we got some good signs. The plastic does feel a little off, but nothing bad. I may run out off stream here in a minute and grab a Red Phoenix so we can put that to the test and compare. One thing I'm noticing already is this doesn't want to peg in, which is kind of heartbreaking. So that's one con for it already, is it's not wanting to peg in right. And you have a sword here that is kind of flimsy, and I mean, it's so that's a big negative. But can you do the thing? Can you? Yeah, you can still store it in the shield. So that is a positive. So we have that. No real place to store this right now, so we're going to set it off to the side, and then we're going to go ahead and unbox Wolfkaiser. Now, I keep this bad boy still with his plastic bags and everything, because I don't like the idea of it getting scuffed up or not. This is a very expensive toy, and I have a little extra package protector on it to keep things under control as well. Now, when you get a DX WolKaiser, you get a beautiful book for instructions. And then inside the box, you can see already a lot of beautiful paint details, and your figures come perfectly protected and wrapped. So we're gonna set him down. We have our tail spear, our head spear, and you can already notice there's definitely a good paint difference there. The sword is, as you can see, a little bit nicer. It doesn't have a fold away control, a little fold away stick. Oh no, it does fold away, but it is, let's see here. So with the sword on that one, I'll just go ahead and get it out. You can see like there's see-through stuff like that, folds up and folds away like that. It's see-through, but yet with the actual release, there's no little hole there, so it folds away and hides away like that. One thing I noticed off the cuff though too is the paint details are a lot more significant on the original release compared to the third party. Hey Malachi, thank you for joining on TikTok. We are comparing the original DX WolKaiser to the third party knockoff that only costs $40 something. So it's going to be a very exciting thing to do. So we're going to set that off side here. Grab all my baggies and set those off to the side for now as well. And then we're going to get this into the horse mode and make things a little bit easier on me for now. If you guys don't know how this morphs at this point, it is a very simple process, to be honest. I'm just going to do this off screen real quick because it makes things a little bit easier to do and handle. Plus it ruins the fun of you guys getting to see me actually transform this thing 100% live. What's the fun in that, right? Oop. Those watching on TikTok, they actually get to see me doing something. Those watching me on YouTube, you're just kind of watching an empty box, and I am so sorry for that. Spin, little buddy. Greg's like, I am not your little buddy. Well, you can just sit there for now. You're fine. And let's put this on the back here, as it's supposed to be. All right. So, one thing you can automatically see a difference on comparing the two toys is paint applications, right? So, let me zoom in here and re-angle the camera some. Now, on the left side, you can see that for the paint details on camera, the knockoff looks a lot shinier, where these look a little bit more muted, but there are better colors for everything all said and done together on the DX version. Of course, if we pull out the shields, you can see there are definitely some paint applications missing. They both feel almost exactly the same weight-wise. So that's not bad. And as you can see from DX shield to the third-party shield, there are definitely some paint applications missing. If we look at the third-party Korag, it's essentially the same figure, right? There are some key color differences in the plastics. There's definitely a shinier, like metallic finish on the plastics. The joints are good and tight, to be honest. Not bad. Sits like the joints do what they need to do. They pop out. There's definitely some gaps in the plastic, like right here. Definitely some gaps. They actually, oops, I just noticed this. This is not sitting as it's supposed to. So that is a big negative out the box. And because there was a crack in this, there's a lot of dust on the third party because of the crack that was in there. So that's a big negative. As you can see with the, that is very weak on that connection point. When it comes to the horses' heads, there is some obvious differences there. You have a lot more silver detailing on this right here where it's supposed to be gold. You don't have any kind of ridges right here. It's like they just basically took the WolKaiser head and just didn't put a unicorn on it. That's what it looks like to me anyway. Definitely, like, the actual Korag figure is a lot stronger as well. There's ratchet joints in the knees on the actual Korag figure, like you can hear there. Definitely some nice ratchets in those joints, where this is just kind of press. There's no ratchet in that. I mean, it still holds together very well. There's tightness in it. I'm really worried about this sword, though, about if it's gonna, yeah, no, look, it instantly just popped. So, but it's holding itself up well. I mean, well, I say that and then I do a shake test. So, Shake test is not good on the sword. Put it over here in the hand, like it's actually supposed to, because Korak calls it right-handed. And then the shield. Can the shield even go in the hand? Oh yeah, the shield can go in the hand, so that's a plus. And as you can definitely tell, he's got a silver head. I mean, that's kind of a cool, like, alternate paint scheme, but, I mean, now he's not wanting to stand upright. Put the shield in him, so there we go. Have to bend his knees a little bit to get him to even stand. So that's another negative. Now let's take and do the sword in this hand. Do a shake test. So it definitely leans still, but not as bad. And then for the shield test, of course, to make it fair. Oh, that feels a lot more secure, a lot more snug. That's holding up well. So, and now that I put the shield in he's not wanting to sit straight either. No ratchets in the shoulder joint on the third party, but definite ratchet sockets, ratchet joints is the words I'm trying to say for that version. The next question, however, though, is how does it hold up as weight? Whoop! There goes my DX. Korak. That's why you do this live. And just sit things down so they don't keep falling over, especially with expensive plastic. So, whoop. Hi there, Maestro. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the live. They both feel honestly about the same when it comes to actual weight of the toys. Heck, even this isn't wanting to pop in just as well as the other one. So be wary, I guess. So, okay, we just not want to sit in there tonight. We're having difficulties with that. So when it comes to these head joints, they swivel really smooth, swivel nicely. This is only going to go, well, no, it goes the opposite direction too. So it definitely swivels well. Of course, they cheap out on paint details. So here is DX. Here is third party. Both of them do exactly what you would expect them to do. Now, one big question I've had, and that is actually a pretty tight joint, is since my WolKaiser was missing the head, is can you take your actual original and put it on third party? And we'll get an answer for that in just a moment as everything starts popping apart from me. I am totally not prepared tonight, apparently. I mean, it sits in there on the third party one. Now, does the third party head sit snugly in the primary body? Not really. Not really. So, no. But now it comes to the important part, transformation. So when it comes to transforming both these versions, it's identical. This comes down on both sides. This pops down and locks in. and locks in. There you go. Pops in and locks down. And turns around. And turns around. Well, we can... Let's do Centaur mode first. So these can go back up. Let's talk about Centaur mode first. Because it's live. Why not? So for Centaur mode, it's just simple. Simple, I say. You open this up. They just pegs, go to slots. Locks in. Move all this stuff off out of the way for now. And it's the exact same on the third party pegs, slots. Although that one doesn't like to go in that well. So yeah, basically still same exact toy. Honestly, both look really good in Centaur mode. Let's make the spear. Nope, that's the... Well, that's why. That's the third party one. So, the spear here, and third party spear. I can already tell you is going to be a problem because the joint is very, very loose for this. So, oh yeah, no, that's not even going to stay on. So, buyer beware. I could probably fix that with tightening the screw, but in this here, it's a peg, and that peg is not locking in. So, that's an unfortunate negative for the knockoff. Again, here's the head sculpts, and we'll get to that in transformation mode in a moment. And I don't know if I like that. That's actually really loose in there. You can feel the quality of plastic on the third party right there on now compared to the main plastics here. Now, let's go into transforming these bad boys into their actual Ranger mode, or their Zord modes. Take that off. Take this off. Pop open the back. Head flips down. That does not feel secure at any way, shape, or form. There it goes. The sword goes in, and then you plug this into the chest here, which honestly doesn't like to do that on this one. And then arms turn in. Oh, you have to pop this out. I forgot. For this version, you have to pop these out when you go to this transformation, which makes sense because it's for the right. And then we move this to the back. These go down. Ooh, that's a lot of flashing on camera. Hey guys, welcome to the live on TikTok. We are doing a full toy review here of the third-party Magic Ranger versus the DX toy line. Oh, that feels very, very cheap now. I don't like that. Oh, I don't know if I like that at all now. Okay, it feels a little bit more secure now. It's coming together. Okay. Then the head goes on. That's a lot more secure. And then we're going to take and do the same thing with the DX. Shield comes off. Sword comes off. Sword goes in shield. Like this right here. Arms pop out. Like he's doing a buff man. You're a buff man doing buff things. Yeah. I am Gauze and I am Mez. And we are here to pump you up. Alright, now if those are in there like that, that's already sitting a lot nicer. I will say that. This comes down. This comes down. The pointed things come down and lock in. And now you have boots. And that connection's already a lot stronger. Flips around. Flips around. Up. Up. Out. Out. Up. Actually up. And full 360. Like that. This comes up and slides down. And we lock this into place. He's lucky. Oh, well, actually, I got to move his head. I am bad at this, but that was actually a lot easier in the DX version. And then head pops on, and that's a lot more secure feeling, honestly. I'm going to make sure these are all locked into place and looking good. Oh yeah, that's a lot nicer. So here we have spear goes in hand. And like I said, unfortunately, the head doesn't go in that well on the third party one. Side by side, let me zoom out here. Side by side, they both honestly look really good. Their posability is exactly the same. You only have arm movement up and down. Don't have any head movement. Don't have any knee joint movement because of the combinations. And then that's really it on the combo side of things. The only other thing is a test to put the Phoenix Ranger in, and I can tell you with absolute certainty, these are both going to slot in the same exact way and be perfectly fine. But there are paint details that are definitely a lot better on the DX toy, but the third party isn't bad at all. Oop, wrong screen. I am still very much a rookie on this. So, guys, what do you think about them? Personally, what would you get the third party version for? Well, if you can't afford to buy a DX, minus probably mine having some issues that I can fix. I could put a little bit of stuff to tighten this joint right here up because it's like just a press fit kind of joint compared to the other one that's actually a slot and peg. So I could thicken this joint up with some super glue, let it dry just a little bit, put it together. That way it would hold itself. And then the same with thickening this peg. But to be fair, my DX is doing the exact same thing as this is right here. It's not holding up at all. But the paint applications are decent. They're not great, but honestly, I've seen worse paint applications on a full American release. So that being said, this is another thing. These are cheaply molded, so they pop in and out, which is probably a saving grace compared to the actual DX version, because if that breaks, that's going to break. This is going to pop away. So, final thoughts. Does the third party hold up at its price point? $43? Yeah, really? It does. I don't see any reason why this couldn't make an amazing shelf display item. And you can also get the St. Kaiser version for another $43. So you're at like $86 plus shipping to get both these and have a Wolfkaiser and a St. Kaiser that aren't the best paint detailed wise, but they are very good. They're effective toys. They play the exact same way. So I don't see any reason why you shouldn't pick it up. It's worth the value in my mind, especially if you don't want to spend $300 for an official Wolfkaiser. And it's even more expensive if you want to get St. Kaiser. St. Kaiser, I believe, I want to say St. Kaiser is getting close to $600 now for a St. Kaiser that does the exact same thing. It's missing some paint details, but it's literally built off the same exact mold. It's 100% the same mold. Just maybe a little bit cheaper plastic. Definitely missing some paint applications, but you can fix that. You can easily fix that with a repaint. It'd be a really cool idea to use it for a custom paint figure. So definitely something to think about. But I know this is a short live tonight, guys. It's only about a 30-minute live, but I do hope you enjoyed this live stream tonight. And if you're watching this post live, leave me a comment. Are you interested in picking up the third party Magic Ranger, WolKaiser and St. Kaiser? If you do, I can't really tell you because I support original product releases. I got this so I could take the risk without you having to. That's the honest reason I did it. So let me know in the comments down below if you're watching this post live, if you want to pick this up. If not, tell me the reason why not. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you have an amazing, amazing rest of your weekend, and we will see you next week with regularly scheduled content. Have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace, guys.